And we're live.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, whatever time it is for you right now. Just know that you were locked in onto the point with
Skip.
and the King. You guys know where to find Sign by now.
SimonRotor.com. Running the Point. You can always find it on there. Find it on Amazon.
Amazon.ca.
We got the links in the description there.
Right. You guys go check out that book. Check it out. You guys know where to find us on Facebook, To The Point. Instagram, To The Point. YouTube, To The Point, which is hopefully where you're watching us. Skip, where can they find you personally and individually?
Always check me out on Twitter at DougieJays. I'm always tweeting stuff about the Raptors, a little bit about the trade deadline in the past couple days. Just give me a follow, give me a shout out. Let me know you're watching the show. Leave a comment on these videos. That's always great. We love interaction. We love to hear from you guys. Hear what we're doing wrong. Hear what we're doing right. Hear what we should be talking about. That's really what this is all about.
And hear what you want. And speaking of what you want, if you are a Raptors fan, Skipper, 2 weeks ago, we were right here on air. And the Raptors at that point had 10 games before the All-Star break. Correct?
Correct.
And I picked the Raptors to go 9-1 based on the schedule. You picked the Raptors to go 8-2. I think we're both looking pretty good.
Yeah.
As of our last video, we were 3-0. The Raptors went three straight. And now they just won another 3 straight. It's a franchise record for 12 consecutive wins. Skip, what happened?
Serge Ibaka happened.
Ooh.
Serge freaking Ibaka last night. Holy crap. They did not deserve to win that game last night.
Mr. Scarf?
They did. Yeah, oh, wow. That's a whole other thing. The scarves. OG. Did you see the that class with OG and Serge? And they're going on and on about scarves and this
Can
and
I go
that.
get my scarf?
Yeah.
That my mother knitted for me.
And then Serge shows up with that enormous Lenny Kravitz scarf. Just insane.
That was ridiculous. Prince would have been proud.
Yeah, that's just kind of what the Raptors are about. They don't care about much right now. They're just having a good time. They're messing with each other.
I believe they're coasting.
They're coasting. They're having a good time.
Like, look what they did. Look what they did last night against the Pacers, which is a game that I chose the Pacers to win. That would have been the only loss that I was picking.
And I think everybody chose the Pacers to win. I mean, the one thing was it was at home, so there was a chance that they would win that game and lose the game on Friday. But the way that game was going, it was not looking good for the Raptors. They started off well. They had a pretty good first quarter. You're thinking, like, they're just cruising. They're still playing good defense.
Second quarter was atrocious.
And then the second quarter, what happened? I don't even know what happened. The Raptors rolled up some bench lineups, and they just got completely flattened. And like, even late in the quarter, they tried to make a little bit of a comeback, and you're just like, this is embarrassing. Like, you're just getting run off the floor right now.
I think that's when I fell asleep.
Yeah, well, so I was a little demoralized by the second quarter, but at the same time, the team's on an 11-game winning streak, and I'm sort of like, well, I know this team can go to the locker room and regroup and come back out and really come back in the third quarter. And they did that to some extent. They came back out, they made a game of it, they got it close. And then going into the fourth quarter, I think it was maybe a 4-point game or a 2-point game or something.
4.
Yeah, and so you're just kind of like, well, let's see what happens. But then, I mean, it just felt like the Pacers kept letting the Raptors in it, but then taking control of the game back. Letting the Raptors in it, then taking control of the game back. It was like the Pacers had won the game like 3 different times. They won it in the second quarter. They won it early in the fourth quarter. They had really...
I got to defer on you on that one. I thought it was the Pacers really trying hard to make it a game. To keep it a game.
Well, but I think they were playing really good defense. I think the Raptors really didn't know what to do when Pascal Siakam, I think it was 2 for 13 from the field at one point. He just couldn't get his shot off. And the Raptors didn't really know where else to go. It looked like they were playing decent defense themselves, but they were just kind of stuck in the mud, like just kind of behind 10 points, 12 points.
I gotta go against you on this one.
What?
Because, you know what? The fast break points for the Raptors, they were up 24 on the fast break points. They were plus 24 on the fast break points. They were moving.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think they were playing great defense. I still think they were playing good defense. And they were getting passing lanes, getting turnovers, getting runouts. But they just couldn't do anything against the Pacers in the half court. When they got in the half court, when they would feed the ball to Siakam, he'd go in the middle, he'd drive on like two guys and he'd get blocked at the rim, like over and over again. And you're just kind of like, where's this going to go? And then obviously the reason why they really piled on those fast break points was the last 2 minutes of the game when they were doing that full court press and really getting steals and getting runouts. But yeah, in general, I didn't think they deserved to win this game. I walked away probably with about 3 minutes left. I saw that it had gone up to 11 points, and I was busy with something. I wasn't able to sit there and watch it, and I was just like, you know what? It's probably it. I think they had their chance, and they let the Pacers come back and take it over. So I walk away. I come back, and it's a 4-point game. It's a 4-point game, and I'm like, what did the Raptors do? And then, of course, it's the same thing that against the Sixers that one game. The same thing they've done. They throw that full court press on teams, and they're just so long and so athletic and so great defensively that
and very fast.
If a team relaxes, you're in trouble. It's one of those things where it's when you're going against a champ and you got him on the ropes, you can't just assume you won.
No,
you got to wait for him to actually tap out.
You know that Muhammad.
Yeah, they can lie there and they can just wriggle and they can just, they're not dead until they're dead. Punch. You got to knock them out. You got to step on the throat. And the Pacers just didn't have that. They didn't step on the Raptors' throat, and the Raptors, they were like, well, we're gonna come back at you, and we're gonna keep fighting. And it was pretty lucky, I'll be honest. There were probably some fouls down the stretch that could have been called either way.
It could have been.
It was just.
But then again, there were some out of bound calls.
Yeah, it was just a really physical game both ways. I'm not really saying the Raptors got a great break on the whistle. I'm just saying there was a lot of things that happened at the end of that game that if they happened just a little bit differently, maybe the Raptors come up just one shot short. Maybe Oladipo hits that three at the end. You never know. There's lots of different ways that could have gone, but just an unbelievable comeback, an unbelievable win, and an unbelievable way to turn an 11-game win streak into a franchise-long 12-game win streak.
It shows the heart of
champion.
There we go.
That was so.
It really does. It really does show the heart of a champion.
No, you're right though. Really does.
For them to actually go through with that, for them to actually fight through the adversity and actually still come out on top and put a franchise high, because there's so many. Skip, you know how I feel about the down south media, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's still
none of them. Even
still talking of the Celtics and the Heat, and yeah.
Even one of your favorite coaches, Sam Mitchell over there, he didn't even pick the Raptors to make it to the playoffs this year. They're going to.
Actually, he had them in the 8th seed, but that's okay.
They're going to. Yeah. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, I know. I'm not defending Sam Mitchell.
They're not even looking at the Raps, and where are the Raps sitting right now? They're sitting in the second spot, 3rd overall,
comfortably in the second spot.
Exactly, 12-game winning streak. Okay, without Kawhi Leonard,
without Gasol or Norman Powell the last couple of games
exactly.
Too. Yeah,
exactly. Without Danny Green, there's so many pieces. The Raptors not been a full unit this whole season, and look at what they're doing. And you guys know I ain't a Raptors fan. I'm just spitting facts. I'm telling you.
I think Brian's a little more of a Raptors fan than he lets on these days.
I'm just telling. No. I'm telling you the truth. Get rid of your ambassador. I might be a fan again. Loving what the Raptors are doing. They're doing great. They're doing amazing, Skipper. What do you think they're going to do up until the All-Star break? We touched on this before.
Well, so yeah, they got 4 games left. I said 8-2 originally. I'm starting to think they're going to go 3-1. They're going to go, because I don't think they're losing to the Timberwolves. And then they got 2 games against the Nets. I think they're going to win at least one of those games, probably both. And then they've got a game against the Pacers tomorrow, which I believe that's a revenge game. I think the Pacers will snap the Raptors' win streak tomorrow. I think they know that they let one slip away, and they'll be at home in their own arena, and they'll be feeling it. And I mean, you never know. It really did feel like that was the game that they should have won, was the Wednesday game. But I still think they come back hard on Friday, and maybe the Raptors, they just have a little bit of an ease up. You know, when you get one that you shouldn't have gotten, it's that thing when you get fouled and you just miss the free throw. Like, maybe you just ease off the gas pedal a little bit. So yeah, I think they'll go 3-1 at this point, and I think Brian's going to get his 9-1. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but I got to say,
I'm probably going to be wrong. I think it might go 4-0.
Yeah, they might go 4-0 for sure.
That's for you Raptors fans. I hope you guys are really excited about this. Now, Skipper, talking about being excited about the Raptors. What about the rest of the Eastern Conference?